Hello and welcome to the Illuminating Crossroads community. My name is Lisette, and today we're going to be doing a new moon in Scorpio reading for November 1st, 2024, and this reading is for air signs, so Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, rising, sun, or moon. And of course, if you just feel connected to the air elemental at this time, you're more than welcome to tune in. So I'll invite you to grab a journal or a notebook so you can write down any messages that might ping to you during this reading, and we'll go ahead and get started. So we're going to look at what energy of renewal is the new moon bringing in for you. So we have the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Have faith in your dreams. And then a new start is coming. I'm really feeling that the energy of renewal is really deeply in trusting. Sorry. So this is really about slowing down at the time of this new moon in Scorpio, to really reflect and ask, how do you allow yourself to trust and have faith within your life right now? And if there are areas where you do not trust, you do not have faith, and you try to control or change, or maybe you just detach from situations, how can you allow yourself to be more aware of what is happening, what's taking place, but to not try and speculate what's to come? So to kind of allow for the mystery to unfold in each moment and to just find greater play and joy. Specifically, play. I'm thinking of the playfulness of Gemini right now, and especially like the little butterfly, and it looks like a bee, which these are also very much like spring summery essences, and I know at least in the northern hemisphere we're in fall and we're going to be entering into winter time. So it seems like even though the season is changing externally, how can you invite yourself to be within this growing period still internally? So as you shift your focus more inward, especially during the time of this new moon, how can you invite an awareness of what is blooming and blossoming within? So really honoring the dreams that you have of what it is that you're wanting to experience, and even like clearly communicating and asking spirit, the divine, God, source, universe, whichever form you use to define for yourself, and then just trust that you will receive the messages, be it through someone else speaking the answers that you've been desiring, be it you seeing synchronicities, and just knowing that in you being more observant and aware and being connected to this energy of play, you're allowing for flow, and there will be more ease for whatever this new start is that's coming in for you. So if there's something that you've been really desperately wanting a change within or renewal within, the Scorpio new moon is a great time to deconstruct and really clarify, like with your words. So thinking of journaling, writing down, or like scripting, like in details, what it is that you're wanting. All right, so let's see if we can get any additional energies of renewal that this new moon in Scorpio is bringing in for you. Okay, so we have Leo, self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. And then we have Cancer, nurture, comfort, and protection. And then we have fire, confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. So just because Leo and Cancer came out, I feel like some essence of this like Mars retrograde that we're going to be having has been kind of showing up for each of the readings. But so really thinking of like Leo and Cancer, Mars is going to be stationing retrograde within Leo, I believe on December 6th, and then it's going to dip back into Cancer. So we're collectively working with this energy of how we are asserting ourselves, where are we like allowing for severing to take place so that we can actually be more within a higher level of emotional intelligence as we are communicating and interacting with others. So for you in this reading, thinking of the renewal energy, since we do have Gemini being ruled by Mercury, and that is communication or like writing, or even thinking of like maybe like travels, like if there's short travels that you're doing, how can you allow yourself to be a bit more explorative in whatever it is that you're doing around this time? And in that explorative nature, how can you be more optimistic within how things might turn out, right? Especially because that have faith in your dreams coming out again. And how can you also like nurture and comfort yourself and really find more safety within the body is kind of what I'm feeling. So if you are very much within your mind at this time with things that you are wanting to shift and change, maybe inviting more like somatic practices of thinking, like maybe doing breath work or yoga, or just being out in nature, maybe drinking some of your favorite teas. So doing things that really nourish you and actually pull you into the awareness of your physical body. Okay, and then with fire, also just kind of tapping into allowing yourself to be brave enough to trust in whatever it is that you're feeling called to do and whatever guidance you get. So not questioning and doubting. So really being in this place where you invite yourself to be confident and connected with the divine or with your higher self or with your spiritual team at this time, so that this creative flow of energy can come through to cultivate whatever it is that you're desiring to start anew within. So next we're going to see what old habits and patterns are you ready to transform. So we're going to use the Archetypes Oracle deck. So one thing that I'm like hearing and feeling is that something that you might be ready to transform is like half-heartedness of like not fully committing to things and actually allowing yourself to be fully committed to something, be it a relationship or a project that you're working on, or committed towards making like a change, or be it something simple like you're gonna be committed to like meditating for 5 minutes every day. So be it something big or small, that is something that is coming through. Okay, so we have here Father, light attributes, talent for creating and supporting life, and then positive guiding light within a tribal unit, and then shadow attributes, dictatorial control and abuse of authority, which I think this card also came out for the fire signs reading. So if you felt called to look into that, or if you're Leo, Sag, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, that might be supportive to you to check that out. So with these cards, we'll start off with Father and then we'll go to Scribe. So at this time, knowing that this, like, really focusing on this drive that you have and emphasizing if the drive that you have to do things is coming from a place that is actually allowing you to continuously work towards your goals and cultivating your craft of whatever your craft might be. So especially because we have creativity here, so if you are like a writer or a musician, an artist, or like whatever it may be, if you create movies or if you're into coding, like it could be so many things because creativity is in so many forms, and you're also just creating your life. So how can you like cultivate this inner light that allows you to be connected with your source, and then awareness of this greater source that we're all connected to? So then there is like this, it's almost like I'm feeling like inspiration, like being inspired by others and inspiring others, and really allowing for a loosening of control and not like being sure that you're not manipulating others. Not saying that that is something that you're doing, but if you are doing it, just being aware, like how can you like act from a place of integrity that's not manipulating or making other people feel guilt or shame towards what they're doing, and or even projecting on other people as well, since it seems like there is kind of a bit more of a pausing for you at this time, and like a rethinking and kind of really figuring out clarity of what it is that you do want to commit to. So then we do have scribe here. It says light attribute, preserving knowledge and information, and then shadow attribute, altering facts and plagiarizing others' work. So with that, I think this is really, again, like in regards to like authenticity and integrity. So also really being sure that like all the wisdom and information that you are gathering, how can you share it in a way that is true, and how can you make sure that what you are sharing or what you are doing is within alignment of a place that you are knowledgeable about, that you feel confident within. And if you don't feel confident within, how can you do more studying, or how can you take more courses or classes, or how can you gain experience in whatever it is, so then that you can allow that information to be shared within a way that's not distorted. Yes, so we're gonna pull some animal spirit oracle cards just to see if there are any supportive animal guides that you can work with at this time. Ooh. There's so many. Okay, so let me fix that real quick. And see. So I am thinking of birds. And then I know we did say butterflies and bees already. Okay, so we got a few here. So we have brown bear spirit, take time out. And then we have bobcat spirit, life is a mystery. And then we have peacock spirit, let it shine. And then antelope spirit, life is speeding up. All right, so with these cards, I feel like we definitely already talked about the pausing, taking time out. So brown bear spirit could be supportive at this time to work with. Just thinking of the like hibernation periods that bears take, and the card is 9. So 9 is, and the new moon is taking place at 9 degrees within Scorpio. So both the moon and sun will be at 9 degrees. So this is really nice for closing out cycles. So noticing these areas of which you kind of just been like going through the same old thing, same old story,
And if anything pings and like, okay, well, what's been the same thing that you've been going through and that you're just tired of? Well, now's the time, great time to work with a Scorpio new moon to find renewal within that area. And Bobcat Spirit, life is a mystery of just knowing that with that, the answers you need will come or are coming. Sometimes, like, things take time to get more clarity sometimes, and we're not supposed to know everything. If we did, that kind of would defeat the purpose of getting to experience life in this linear fashion within this human body. So honor the mystery, but also thinking like Bobcat Spirit of like within the like life is a mystery, you honor it, you move with it, you trust it. There's an independence, a confidence, and a sureness of awareness of self within that. And then Peacock Spirit, let it shine. So with this, allowing like your communication is really important at this time, so really being mindful of your words and also how you're speaking to yourself, what you're co-creating, or as some people like to say, the spells that you're putting out there, right? Because our words truly are powerful, and you know, when we emit that tone, that frequency of what we're saying, that is like essentially like we like send out vibrations, and then those sympathetic vibrations that match what we're saying come into our field and, you know, support with co-creating our experience. So just be really mindful. And how can you be within more of this like Leo essence, right? That fire energy, or within your elemental of air, of like utilizing the like connecting with the wind spirits for flow and for messages. So being observant, but also being a good leader, providing guidance to others if that's something that you feel called to do at this time, but really to allow yourself to receive guidance. And then Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up. So just knowing if you truly take the time out around this new moon in Scorpio and allow yourself to receive those messages with ease, especially thinking like, you know, this will be building, this energy will be building over the next 6 months. And I think there will probably be something really key for you within the winter time, especially thinking, I think in December, is it December or January, we'll have the full moon in Gemini. I could totally be wrong. Sorry. My brain is a little mushy right now. But whenever the full moon in Gemini next does come up, I'll put it on the screen. That could be really insightful to you. So then then you know like what it is, like where you're going towards, because when we're at a new moon, we don't have full light, so we kind of have to wait for, like, the sprout is underneath the soil, so really working with our subconscious mind. So that's why it's so good to really give suggestions and to really cultivate sacred space to infuse into that subconscious mind so that we can experience more of those things that we're desiring from this renewed space, from more conscious awareness, because we have like worked towards reprogramming our subconscious mind. Okay, and then next we're gonna see any supportive crystals that you can work with at this time of the new moon in Scorpio. I'm also thinking, like, if you do enjoy singing, or like toning might be really supportive at this time of the new moon in Scorpio for you, for just like finding release, and even just allowing your body to be within its own tone and sound that you admit might be nourishing. Okay, so we have Crocite, sexuality,
And we have Morganite, relationship healing. All right. So with these cards coming out, if there is any energy, because just thinking sexuality, more of this like passionate, fiery essence, which we did have Leo and fire come out here, and I think we were talking about play. So it might be supportive to work more intentionally within your root and sacral energy center. And also Scorpio energy itself is very much in that realm of sexuality, sensuality, and really diving deeper into even like specific topics or things, thinking of like the study, if you will, with the scribe. So that might be supportive at this time, and especially to get the creative energy flowing, and also just finding movement within your energetic body. So if energy is stagnant within those areas, how can you invite a reigniting within those spaces? And then Morganite here, relationship healing. So allowing, Morganite is very much like this crystal of like more of a universal love. So how can you allow yourself to receive love but also give love like unconditionally? And if there are conditions within the love that you are giving, why are those conditions there? What are those conditions speaking towards? And how can you allow for healing to take place in how you're interacting and being with others within your life, and how you're communicating, how you're showing up in that regard. Okay. So lastly, we're going to pull some magical herb oracle cards, and we're just going to see any closing messages for this new moon in Scorpio. And if within like relationship healing, be it like intimate or platonic or family relations, allow for an invitation of optimism, even though like you like if you know how someone is and there's a slim possibility, but like you never know, people change, you could be surprised. And even in the optimism, I think it's about no expectation in regards to when you're having these conversations with others, so that you can just allow yourself to communicate your truth with ease, and just find deeper healing and forgiveness within. Okay, and then we have here radiate, turmeric, and then repair, comfort. I feel like this has almost come out in every single group. Alright, so with radiate and repair here, and we're going to put good old chamomile here since I looked at it. Alright, so just allowing for restructuring, especially with this repair card. So this new moon is creating a trine to Saturn in Pisces. So knowing that since Saturn is still in retrograde, there's already been a going back, and there's so many energies right now that are supporting us with like reflecting, going back, reassessing, reintegrating, so we can move forward. Because we also have at the time of this new moon, Pluto and Mars are creating an opposition, so there is tension. There's a lot of areas of tension, and also of like being sure that we're keeping our center. So thinking of this calm with chamomile, so that there's not a reaction from old wounds, or even just speaking of words that are not from this grounded and rooted place of your your unique essence, so of your light that is true to you. So radiate, kind of coming back to that like fire Leo essence, and just allowing yourself to express, to be, and to trust what you're feeling called to do. And I do feel called to say at this time, if you feel called to do some automatic writing, or if you're not aware of what that is, maybe looking into it, as that might be supportive to you. But knowing that all of these energies are here to really support you in making these shifts and changes, and really choosing to move with intention and to speak with intention, to be within intention as you move forward within this next lunar cycle. So that is all that I'm seeing within this reading. So I do hope that it was supportive to you. If anything pinged, or you want to share how this new moon experience is or was, I would love to hear it down below in the comments. And then if the video did support, I would love if you could give it a thumbs up, as that really does support. And if you would like to subscribe to the Illuminating Crossroads community, we would love to have you. And yeah, we'll just seal this reading with divine love, light, and wisdom. We are complete. And of course, if you are ever desiring some one-on-one support along your healing journey, your journey towards remembrance and self-empowerment, I would love to be a supportive guide for you. All the services I offer are down below, and there's readings like this, astrology, Reiki, and sound healing. So something that can speak to wherever you're at within your journey. So thank you so much again for tuning in, and sending you many blessings and much love. Until next time. Bye.